I was like, yeah, bro, like, like Andrew Tate is like my favorite.
Yeah,
you know
he's
what I'm
my
saying,
favorite
bro?
too.
Just been watching like nonstop Andrew Tate videos and shit.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh shit, we're streaming live. Never
Ooh.
mind. Andrew Tate's a bad man.
Yeah, I agree.
He's a
I
bad
agree.
guy. I would
Dude,
never watch his
he's
videos.
horrible, bro. Like I don't know who watches him.
Like, who would even like listen to Andrew Tate, man?
Dude, like what color even is your Lamborghini? Like,
Yeah, bro.
or I mean your Bugatti.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the podcast, everybody.
Thank you for having me, Nick.
Yeah, man. This is my buddy Ali. We're back again
How's it going?
for try number 2. So,
Yeah, last time didn't go so well.
yeah. Well, that was my bad. I kept losing on my podcast and everything. So, anyway, dude, it's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
How was your day today, man?
It was pretty good. I just got off work, so
Oh, okay. How's that?
from the streets of Seattle,
Yeah.
just
Working the streets.
working the streets, bro. Working.
Looks
you
like
know.
you just got a lift in, bro.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Yeah, man. You're
some
looking pretty.
As they say, some people are doctors, some people are engineers. Yeah, and some people just gotta lay pipes.
Some people just lift heavy shit and put it back down, huh?
Yeah, and lay pipes.
And
yeah.
lay a lot of pipe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you were doing all day?
Of course, bro. Laying pipe
Nice.
24/7.
Yeah, I try to do that.
Oh,
But,
how did it end?
sometimes it goes good, sometimes it goes bad.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes they don't stop calling you for, just keep hitting you up for week after week, and there's nothing you can do about it, dude.
Hey, hang in there, bro.
It's
I'm
like,
sure you'll do.
you
good.
shouldn't have done such a good job,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So how's lifting been going for you lately?
Lifting's going pretty good. Just training for a Wonder Max on the bench right now. I'm just kind of like peaking for it. I'm hoping to hit somewhere around like 300 on the bench. So.
Okay,
Kinda
yeah,
excited
I've
for
actually
that.
I've seen your videos lately.
Mhm.
So you're gonna go for 1 rep max of 300, and you are our favorite natty lifter here on the podcast.
Oh, of course,
so.
of course.
Yeah, man.
The
So
natural is the way.
that is the way.
That is the way.
Have you been what have you been doing lately then for your lifts?
So, what do you mean, like on?
Well, in general, you've been you do kind of like a power building type of thing, right?
Yeah. So like I started bulking about a year ago. I spent a lot of time just doing a lot of hypertrophy work, doing a lot of sets of 8
Right.
to 10 ish, and and then after that, like I did a couple months of just purely working on strength, just kind of lowered.
So over this
Number of
last year,
reps.
how much weight have you put on?
Probably about 20 pounds. like
For
like
real?
Yeah. I started around like 183-ish, and now I'm weighing like 200.
No shit.
So, yeah. I mean, it's not all been quality weight. It's just impossible to gain that much when you're natty, but...
not quality, right?
Yeah.
Like anybody can gain that much.
Yeah, I mean, of course, if it's your first year, but I've been lifting for like about 5 years, so
Right.
it gets kind of slower and slower. But yeah, that
That is true, man.
Just specializing on the bench over the last year, so really hoping my numbers will go up and up.
And
How
they
about you,
have
Nick?
been, haven't they?
Yeah. I mean, I've been hitting pretty much PRs in every single workout, but the thing is, like when you do that, like your fatigue kind of just adds up, and then you just at some point you can't hit any more PRs because you're just so fatigued. So and that's the point I've kind of reached. So I kind of need to deload a little bit.
I was gonna say. So does that mean that
So-
you take like a deload and you
Yeah,
go back off for a little
this
bit?
This is my deload week currently, and next week I'm gonna try to max out. So this week I felt super tired, so I had to deload.
Do you feel like it's good to take like 2 or 3 weeks where you kind of deload sometimes?
No,
Just like
probably
one.
not. Probably not. I mean,
Just maybe
not
one, and then you
for-
back off, and then you start, kind of peeking up to it again.
I mean, I don't really see like. I mean, 1 week you could definitely get back to 100%.
Just take some rest and.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you get plenty of sleep, if you eat well, if you hydrate yourself, and you try to reduce stress in other aspects of your life, you should be able to recover within 1 week. How about you, Nick?
So does
how's
that
lifting
mean-
going for you?
Does that mean not laying pipe as much?
Yeah, I had to, unfortunately.
They say like women weaken legs, dude.
Yeah.
That's what they said in Rocky.
Yeah, I took the weekend off this weekend.
Mick said that women weaken legs, right? Remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember that.
He's like, you got to just focus. I feel like that's kind of true sometimes. Mm-hmm. For real. Like, I mean, it's great to like, if you're like dating someone or something. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I think like, yeah, if you get too distracted by someone, it can take you off your game.
That hasn't happened to me yet.
Hasn't happened to you yet?
No,
you're just a fucking warrior, dude.
Appreciate it, bro.
No, I've been good. I've been mostly, I was cutting for a long time. Mm-hmm. And I got down to a certain level of leanness. And I've still been sticking there, but I did hit like a little bit of I just had like a couple days where I just like ate way too much.
Really?
And kind of threw. Yeah, I don't think I did too much damage, but it made me realize like I got to really, like if I do a show or anything, I'm really going to have to, be a little more careful with that. Mm-hmm. Just like, it's like, I think maybe having a show, if and when I do a show, it'll help keep me on track a little bit. Because, if I like cheat now, the only thing I'm doing is like ruining my chances of taking like a slutty picture for Instagram.
Yeah,
so
of
it's
course.
like, I'm not like messing up a show. It's just like, it's not as much pressure, So it's like, if you do have a day where you like eat too much, it's like, I can get back on track in a week or so. And, even my coach said that. He's like, if you had a show, it'd be like so much more incentive to stay on track.
I guess you don't even have to do a show. You can just do like a photo shoot.
Or something, like something coming up.
Something that like definitely puts pressure on you. Like I think you would definitely push yourself harder.
Yeah, and I definitely push myself really hard. Mm-hmm. But yeah, even when I used to have wrestling shows, like stuff like that, you have a big show coming up, you definitely, I think, just having that pressure of knowing you have something that you need to like perform at and do a really good job at keeps you on track. Mm-hmm. It gets a lot, if you don't have anything, what motivates anybody to lift or work out,
Yeah, just I guess body dysmorphia.
Body dysmorphia, yeah. Well, yeah, for a lot of us, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I think we're live, dude. Mm-hmm. Live on Twitch.
Heck yeah.
Is this real? Should I check it?
Yeah, sure. Check it out.
Let's check it on YouTube, bro. Even though, like I said, I fucking hate when I'm on camera looking at my phone because it just looks so terrible to people watching or listening. Yeah. It's like, what's he doing? Like I had that other guy in here with his dog, and I was trying to make sure everything was working, and I watched the video back, and I was like looking at my phone, and it just looks terrible, dude.
Really?
And now I'm doing it again right now.
So Nick, what's up with this outfit that you're wearing? What's up with the hair?
Oh, dude.
Did you get a haircut recently?
Yeah, bro. I'm just trying to keep it real.
Yeah, you're rocking the Young LA.
You know what I'm saying, dude? Oh, look, we're live on the internet, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm rocking the Young LA shirt.
You better watch what you're saying.
I'm gonna put the title in the description. Why you think Young LA has like a strict policy of like who they decide to sign or not? Like,
yeah, you better not expose what cycle you're running right now.
Oh, bro, come on. We're like live. You can't talk about certain things.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Can't talk about certain things I may or may not do.
Yeah.
Fuck, what episode is this? Episode. Yeah, dude. No, I know one of my friend. I don't know if he's a friend, but a guy that I know online that I've talked to is a Young LA. He's sponsored by Young LA. His name is Jack Santini. So shout out to Jack Santini. If anybody wants to buy some Young LA shit, use code JACKED. Mm-hmm. Help my bro out, until they give me my own code. Till Young LA gives me my own code.
All right, Jack, I'm using your code. All right, bro.
So next time we buy some shit, we're going to use Jack Santini's code, JACKED, for like 10% off or some shit. Shout out, bro. There you go. Yeah. For the 100 people that may or may not listen to this. Dude, what episode are we on? I think I'm on episode 12, bro.
Ooh.
012. That's crazy.
So how are you enjoying these streams, man?
Dude, I love doing it.
So the first 10 episodes you didn't stream them, did you?
No, this is all new, and it all happened because I had to figure out a better way. I lost so many good podcasts, man. Uh-huh. Let's see. We're gonna put bodybuilder. We're gonna call you a bodybuilder.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
That is the biggest.
What's up with your outfit?
Someone's given me. Oh, you know, just chasing.
Ali, how you spell your last name?
Z as in zebra. O-L.
Yep.
F-A-G-H-A-R.
Got it, man. Live now, bitches. Live now. The Nick and Ben podcast, episode 12.
Woo.
Nick
good.
And Ben. Only the podcast just has Nick.
So where's Ben?
Where is Ben, bro? I started this podcast with my buddy Ben, so it's supposed to be the Nick and Ben. You know, he got a job. He got a real job. And here I am sitting in this room with my buddy wearing some fucking wigs and just rocking out live on a podcast, man. Who really fucked up? Him, not me.
I don't know about you, bro. This is not a wig. This is all natural, bro.
Oh,
all
that's your
natural.
hair. I forgot, dude. You grew your hair out, and this is like your new look.
No. I actually cut my hair, bro. It was actually. It was
a little longer.
Yeah.
I noticed you got a little color work done.
It was. You know, when you have a job similar to mine where you have to just constantly lay pipe, you gotta change it up.
What does lay pipe mean, bro?
Oh, lay pipe. Oh, you should search this.
I don't want to search that on the internet, man. That's gonna be bad.
Search up on YouTube, "Laying Pipe." There's a song.
Is it
back from like 2010?
We could listen to it, but they'll take us off the internet then. If we listen to any music, we need to get on. We need a Spotify deal so that we can play whatever we want, bro. I'll be listening to R. Kelly up in this bitch.
Really?
Fuck yeah, dude! I was listening to R. Kelly today.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, damn, that sucks that he's like a rapist.
Yeah.
Or whatever he did. That really sucks. Because he was a good musician, man.
Who's your favorite musician, Nick?
My favorite band of all time is Metallica, hands down.
Metallica?
Yeah, I'm a complete Metallica nerd.
Do you prefer them over like Avenged Sevenfold?
I love Avenged Sevenfold too, but definitely for me, it's always going to be Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since I was a kid. You know, that was like the first thing I ever heard that that resonated with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it was just like really good. It was like angry, pissed off music, you know?
Nick, so tell me a little bit about your wrestling history. Like, how did you get started in wrestling? What inspired you to start wrestling?
Yeah, so the thing about wrestling is, you gotta, do some of this and start talking like Macho Man Randy Savage.
You already got his hair, bro.
Ooh, yeah, you gotta go out and reach out for the stars when you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because the cream, it always rises to the top. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyways, that's the Macho Man voice there, yeah. You do any voices, bro?
Not really, bro.
I was trying to do this on the last one, this like Mike Tyson voice, but
didn't really go well.
Yeah, the Mike Tyson voice, he just like,
Are you into boxing as well,
to
or
smoke
just
some
wrestling?
weed? Mostly wrestling, dude.
Mostly wrestling.
Nah, I got into wrestling. That was another thing. Like, it was just something that, like, when we were kids, it became really popular. I don't know if you remember. Like, let's see, what would have been the era you grew up in? So like late 90s, early 2000s for me. So it's like the Rock, Stone, like that era, the Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker, Mick Foley, Chris Jericho. So that was like the shit I watched. And then I remember I went to, when I was like in 8th grade or some shit, I remember like one of my dad's friends, his name was Mark Cuvalier. He printed out a bunch of wrestling schools for me. Like, it was kind of like the internet was still pretty new. And I was like, yeah, I want to be a wrestler when I grow up. And it was definitely not anything that seemed realistic at all, But it was like weird because it was just like this one adult. So Mark Cuvalier was the guy, one of my dad's buddies, printed out a bunch of wrestling schools. Like, so just having like this one adult actually take me serious on that, when you're a kid. So like you get this idea in your head that's actually a crazy idea. Like, I want to try to be a pro wrestler. And, it's not realistic, but you have just one adult actually take you serious. And it was like, I think that really like clicked something in my brain like, oh, actually, like I could do this. You know what I mean? And then as I got a little bit older and started, basically I was in college and I started lifting weights with some of my buddies who were a little bit older than me. And they kind of taught me how to lift and everything. You know, and I was already kind of a bigger dude, like 6, you know, I'm pretty tall.
Yeah.
So as I started...
Back then you were probably like 6'1" or something.
Maybe. I was like... definitely tall and skinny by this point that I went to college. And
oh yeah, you were probably 6'3" at least.
Yeah, I was like tall and skinny, but I started like hanging out with these dudes who were like a couple years older than me in school, and we were in college, so of course we were like, you know, it was like basically Tiger Woods golf 2004, like filling up giant jugs of chew can, you know, like giant like milk jugs with like chew spit. So just like living like heathens, you know, like playing PlayStation all day, not studying, not doing what we're supposed to do for school, and then like going to the gym, and then like going to Blockbuster Video, renting a bunch of Sylvester Stallone movies, bringing them back, watching them till like 1 a.m, go to bed, repeat. And that's when I learned how to like lift weights, was from those dudes. And it was like kind of a life-changing thing, you know, just getting out of my comfort zone and everything. And then once I learned how to lift, I was like, oh, I can do this pro wrestling thing, because I had a real love for it. And I was in college again, and I put in 1 year towards my 4-year degree. And I was like, then after that, like wrestling just took over my life. You know, I just started watching it nonstop. And that's all I would do, is just sit and watch it, like take it in like it was like watching tape. And I found this wrestling school in Algona, Iowa, Impact Pro Wrestling. And I drove down there, and there was like these, you know, and I was in pretty good shape at the time, and I was big, tall dude. And I get there, and there was like these like, just like in wrestling, they would probably call them like jabronis, you know, like these other dudes that were there at the same.
So what does that mean, jabronis?
Well, jabroni is like a derogatory term. Like you'd hear The Rock say it all the time. Like he'd be like, "Listen here, jabroni," you know. He'd be like, "You're just a jabroni." But I mean, it just was like something for like, I think like job. So the guy that loses in wrestling is does the job for the other guy. So he'd be called a jobber. And I think it was a play on jobber, like jabroni. You know, you're the guy that does the job. I don't fucking know, but it's an ancient wrestling term. And so these other two dudes, like, get in there, and, like, one takes this big back bump and, like, lands on the ring. And he's like, ow, you know, that hurts. And I was, like, just young and cocky at the time, and I had so much to prove. So I just, like, fucking, like, jumped as high as I could and landed on my back as hard as I could. And I acted like it didn't even fucking hurt me at all. And they're just like, you know, because I just wanted it really bad. So, you know, so then I remember those two dudes that showed up there. We all show up there to try out. One of them had like a dog collar on. They were, you know, just kind of like jabronis, dude. Like the dude had, you know, he took one bump and he was hurt. And neither one of them came back, you know, after they took the bumps and everything. And after that, I was like hooked. And then I was there like every weekend driving, you know, so, and that was crazy because it was like 2 or 3 hours from where I was. So like every weekend I'd be like driving 2 or 3 hours, and there were some shady times. I remember driving with this guy. His name in wrestling was The Big Picture. His name's Ashton Christopher. Chris is his real name, but driving in like the snow in the winter and shit, dude, that was crazy.
Really?
Oh my God. Like I remember one time it was like we got fucking, yeah, there was times you'd like, because you were going every weekend, you didn't care. And
so like what car were you driving at
that like
point?
I think Chris's like piece of shit car, or like my piece of shit car. I don't remember what they were, but I remember we would go like, so I'm from Iowa, you know, like it's, you know, it's different here.
The weather.
And how long have you been living here?
For about 11 years.
And you moved here from?
Iran.
Yeah, we need to talk more about that, because you moved here from a different country, which is why you're a fucking blue-blooded Andrew Tate supporting American.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying, dude? That's why you're just fucking doing PRs all the time and watching Andrew Tate videos and jerking off in the back room, you know, because that's like what makes you strong, dude, you know. But anyway, my point is like,
anyways,
in Iowa, you know, like we drive in all kinds of shit. Like snow didn't really phase us. So like, but there was a couple times when it was like, damn, we should not, you know, fucking. And we weren't the type to like drink. A lot of people did.
Mm.
You know, like especially in wrestling, like the old school guys, like they would just drink cases of beer while they were, you know, like Harley Race and you know Ric Flair and like Terry Funk, all these guys who are our heroes. Like there's stories, like crazy stories of their, you know, drinking and fighting in bars and all that shit. We didn't do too much of that type of shit, but I don't know. I think we always looked at those guys and wanted to like emulate them, sort of.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you still have that in you? Like you still like?
Oh, part of me for sure, dude. Yeah, there's like, I mean, I still watch like.
I think you can still make it into wrestling. Like.
Oh, you think I should just go for it?
Like, just.
37 years of age, just jump back in, get back in the ring, and just take over the wrestling world.
How old was Hulk Hogan when he retired?
Oh, Hulk Hogan wrestled up into his like 60s, man.
Yeah, so there you go. Like,
no, you're right. There really isn't an age on it anymore. I think there's kind of an age on it as far as like how long your body is able to handle it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I mean with some performance enhancement, like, you know.
Well, yeah. We're going to go ahead and get on the...
You know, Chris Hemsworth is going to be playing Hulk Hogan pretty soon.
Man, I heard that, and I think that's, like, awesome, dude. What, how many steroids do you think he's on to play Hulk Hogan?
Dude, I think Chris Hemsworth is definitely natural, bro. Like, he's the most natural of them all, bro.
You think
like,
Chris Hemsworth
I don't think he's even, like, touched pre-workout before, bro. Like, well, that's how natural I think
I'll tell you what, I love me some pre-workout, dude.
So what pre-workout are you taking right now?
I was just taking that bucked up stuff. I really liked it. I think I'm gonna start like a product I think I'm gonna try is this new stuff. Like it's Clout Power is the company, but I've been talking to them a little bit on Instagram, and I think I'm gonna get a code.
Oh, awesome!
I'm gonna start trying to push it on the masses.
Oh,
just
awesome!
Push the fucking product, dude.
Yeah, let me know. So, have you seen their ingredients, like what they put in their pre-workout?
Well, that's the thing. Before this, before next month, when I do that, I'm going to get some of their products and try it out. I think I've tried some before, some of their non-stim stuff, and it was pretty good. Okay. But I like some stim stuff. Actually, I just got. Let's see. I got something here. This is Gorilla Mode.
Oh, I've been taking that for like a year.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Let's just open it up, dude.
I just really love that. Like Gorilla Mode is like just very very basic ingredients,
and it's like kind of low stim, right?
Yeah, it's relatively it's pretty much like the almost similar to what a like a Monster Energy drink is. This one is 175 milligrams of caffeine per scoop. Like an energy drink is typically like 120 to 150.
But it has like all the good stuff that you want in your pre. It has like
creatine. Does it have
L-citrulline, creatine?
Does it have alpha GPC in it? I don't remember.
It has
like creatine, citrulline, I think. It doesn't have beta alanine, I think.
I think it doesn't.
Yeah, I love that. Have you ever tried any pre-workouts with beta alanine?
No, what's the benefits of beta alanine?
So
this does have caffeine, but it's like you said, only 175.
Yeah.
So it's not crazy or anything.
Can I take a look at that for a second?
Yeah, man. Let's.
Which flavor did you get?
This one is mouth-watering watermelon. I love watermelon flavor of almost anything.
I literally just bought the same.
Dude, I love watermelon shit. Like shout out to Rain Energy Drink. The Watermelon Warlords is hands down my favorite.
Dude, I cannot handle Rain, bro. It has way too much caffeine.
Yeah, that's why I like it. Dude, this smells fucking delicious.
Wait, so Nick, how much caffeine do you take a day? Do you know? Like with like coffee, like energy drinks and pre-workout?
I just do my pre-workout and I usually do 2 scoops of it. Even if it says 1 scoop daily, I do 2 scoops. So probably too much.
Yeah.
But when you're trained, you know.
So have you ever taken a pre-workout that made you really want to scratch yourself?
No, dude.
No.
How's this wig look, bro?
You're looking like a hunk, bro. Absolute hunk.
Just like, oh yeah, dude. This is like my look, bro. This is what my hair should have been like. But
Yeah, dude.
No, I don't know, man. I think I take probably too much caffeine every day. But that's the thing. I'm gonna get on that Clout Power and look at their website because I think they have a good product. I'm gonna try some of their high stim stuff and their low stim stuff, and see, and maybe like a protein of theirs, and see if I like it. So,
Nick, do you know about 5% Nutrition, the company? The
no,
one that,
should I look it up?
Yeah, the one that was owned by Rich Piana. I'm not sure if you ever remember that.
Well, let's look it up, dude.
I think
5.
you might be a very good candidate for them. 'Cause they're
5.
kind of like they like athletes that are like giants and huge.
Just
So,
huge like me,
yeah.
dude. That's hilarious. I'm so not that
But I
big.
mean, most of their athletes are like hella tatted up. So,
well,
do you have
dude,
any tattoos?
I actually have a couple tattoos.
Couple
Do you
tattoos?
have any tattoos?
No.
I've got one on my wrist that means victory, and this is Japanese characters. Like everyone always says, like, you know, you get Japanese writing, it's like a white guy thing to do. I don't know. It's like we all do it.
It's like, why not Korean? It's like,
I don't know, dude. I just like ever since reading like the Book of Five Rings, Miyamoto Musashi, like I get this like
Miyamoto Musashi.
weird like I just think Japanese shit is cool and like.
Tell me a little bit about him. I know in Rascal Apparel, Omar Isuf, he released a shirt with Miyamoto Musashi on his.
Yeah, the dude was like this samurai dude, but he like talked about studying like basically like the art of like it was like an art form. So he believed in. It's kind of like that old proverb of like make savage the body, you know, calm the mind, but make savage the body type of thing. So like the idea that you're gonna be.
You don't mind me? Sorry, I'm listening to you.
Dude,
you
take
don't mind
a little.
me? Yeah, I just want to
Smell
taste
it, bro.
this, bro.
Just taste it, dude. No, but it's kind of like the idea of like he believed in all things. Like to be a true athlete, you should study art. You know, you should study calmness.
I'm sorry, but this is hella good, bro. Holy
it's
shit.
so fucking good, dude.
You should try some too, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, I'll fucking take some right now and then I'll stay up late.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking. I told you we were gonna be fucking snorting pre-workout on this and just watching Andrew Tate videos, dude. If we're gonna dress in costumes like this, bro, we're gonna be fucking snorting, just dry scooping pre. That's actually delicious.
Yeah.
Like no
so
lie,
good.
it's fucking
so good.
absolutely delicious. It tastes like watermelon.
Yeah, it's so good. Can't wait to get mine.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, that's gorilla mode. That's good shit. Anyways,
So do you listen to Derek from More Plates, More Dates?
you know, I've listened to him a few times. I've watched some of his videos about like who's on the gas and who's not. I do think it's kind of funny that he like makes who else makes those videos? That other dude,
Kenny KO.
like Natty or not? What's that one dude?
Oh my god, don't even get me started. Literally every single huge channel on YouTube has
Is
started
Natty
with
or not?
those. Like, let's see.
Who's the guy whose voice kind of sounds like? My name. It's Greg. Greg Doucette.
Yeah, Greg Doucette.
He's a really, really knowledgeable dude, though.
Yeah, he used to be a competitive bodybuilder.
And like, look at
now.
his shape and what age he is.
Yeah, but I mean, he's taking shit. So
He says he takes
claims
like
TRT, but
he
it's,
claims he just takes like TRT level and that's it.
yeah, he's full of shit. he's
You
full
think
of
he's
shit.
full of shit?
Yeah, he's
Our
full
show
of
has just turned into Natty or Not here on the N.A.B podcast.
shit. No, like,
So you said 5%
the thing
nutrition, Rich Piana?
yeah. Thing about Greg Doucette is that
Dude, I'm not even following it. What the fuck?
Yeah, no. Like the thing is, you know who Rich Piana was, right?
Yes, big, huge dude.
Yeah, he's not alive anymore. He's not with us.
Oh my
anymore.
God, he died?
Yeah, he died in 2016.
Holy shit, I remember this guy.
Yeah.
So who's running his company then?
I don't even know. Like, I don't know. But
So the company is obviously still going.
yeah, it's literally, but like nobody cares about like. It's like it's his legacy, pretty much. It's his
Okay, so like
legacy.
maybe his family's running it or something, or like
I don't know. I'm not sure.
okay.
but- Yeah, like I mean, you should definitely apply to see if they can have you as their athlete.
How do you apply? That'd be a good idea. Are you saying that because you think that their products are really good, actually?
I mean,
or just like you think I'm just a big dude that
I
should
think,
do it, and I should get a ton of steroids and
but I mean, I haven't
get
I
like
haven't-
a bunch of fucking tattoos and just like.
Definitely the second one.
I'm definitely
the
getting
second one.
tattoos. Yeah, the second one for sure. I do have one on my arm that says to fall in love with life again because I really like that message, and it's also from a Metallica song. That's how big of a nerd I am. Yeah, there's like a Metallica song called Fixer, and it has this line to fall in love. To fall in love, to fall in love with life again.
Yeah, so this 5% nutrition thing, it basically started, like Rich Piana started it with, like, kind of very basic stuff. Like, Rich Piana, like, his it was kind of weird. Like, he started, like, getting very famous because he just kind of called out the entire supplement industry. Like, he basically said that, just forget about supplements, just focus on eating real food. Like, don't waste your money on these stuff. Like, they don't work. Like, drugs are truly the thing that works. So just focus on eating real food. Try not to waste your money. The thing is, he later started his own supplement company.
But he was trying to actually put products out that worked.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, he sold like pre-workouts. He started with what was it? Like, it was a BCAA supplement called All Day You May. It was they had this one pre-workout. It was called 5150, which had 500 milligrams of caffeine.
Okay.
And like, he would literally take like 3-4 scoops for his workouts.
Yeah.
And I mean, he did die of like a heart failure. So
yeah,
which makes sense.
Yeah.
On top of all the other shit he was doing, but yeah.
But his point was a lot of the supplement industry is a scam.
Yeah, basically, like the thing is, a lot the supplements he was selling, like for example, he was selling this product. It was called Real Food. So it was like a powdered, like basically.
Greens maybe?
No. It was a mix of like sweet potatoes, yams, and blueberries and oats, I think. So it was basically like a carbohydrate based thing that you would put in like your post workout shake. So basically,
just to get some like
and then he started selling like a egg white crystals supplement. Like instead of like protein powder, he would be selling like egg white crystals, like basically like a powdered egg white. So yeah, he was just mainly pushing Real Food, but then now when you go on their website, it's no longer that. Like,
so they've kind of given into the industry a little bit.
Yeah, so they're selling testosterone, testosterone boosters, and.
What do you think of testosterone? You think that shit's legit?
So this is my opinion on it. So
I bet it works in a way.
So unless there is a double-blind placebo-controlled trial, you can't say for a fact it works or not. Like, I mean,
there hasn't been one.
One person could take it and then they can see the huge benefits.
Right.
But that doesn't mean it actually works.
You realize that there was like a study done on humans. I can't remember what, I'd have to find it, but they did a knee surgery on half of the people, and the other half they just cut into their knee and didn't do anything. And like, I can't remember the number, but almost all of them perceived it as making them better.
Yeah.
So like, so placebo effect is huge. Like, so like half the people didn't have anything done to their knee, and their knee got better.
Yeah.
All because of the power of suggestion.
Yeah.
So that is the thing when you're talking about something like a testosterone or something. It's like, who knows, dude? Like, you take some supplement. Sometimes you get all pumped up, and I remember this from when I was younger, and I probably still do it. I mean, I think some of these supplements are great. Like, this one, like you were saying, most of the stuff in here makes sense if you read the ingredients. So you actually know, like, that this is real stuff. Like, when you have caffeine and you have creatine and you have like nitrous oxide booster, things. And yeah, it does have beta alanine. Or wait,
no, it's beta.
Oh, beta-nine something. But this stuff you can it makes sense. It doesn't say like proprietary blend. You know what I mean? It doesn't say like magic proprietary blend that makes your dick huge.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them do just say that they'll make these crazy claims, and it doesn't really have any. There's nothing real there. It's like some fucking.
And the thing is, I feel like a lot of the hype around testosterone kind of died because like So like Derek for More Place More Days,
He was kind of
him
pushing
and,
it.
and yeah, him and Greg Doucette, they kind of like they got kind of exposed because some guy in a lab, like he basically took their took their testosterone and then he compared it with actual testosterone, and then it was like it wasn't the same. Like they were pretty
Well, and
much
that
like
sucks because those guys
scamming
are
people.
supposed to be like the fucking ones like having our back on that.
Yeah,
kind of shit.
exactly. Like that's how they kind of like blew up. They were like supposed to be
Telling the
the guys who were
truth.
the science-based, the evidence-based people.
Well, like telling the truth, even when
Yeah,
you're saying
exactly.
like when you're doing those natty or not videos, it's like I'm telling the truth.
yeah, it's like I'm telling you. Greg said always tells this thing that's I'm telling you what you should hear, not
not what you wanna
yeah,
hear.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, for testosterone, like so like the benefits that a lot of people were basically reporting is exactly like it aligns with the literature that we have on the placebo effect. Like they
Right.
were making gains in the same literally in the same ranges that people typically make when they're given a placebo.
Yeah, man, I think placebo effect is like extremely powerful
Yeah,
in human
you're
beings.
right.
Like, I mean, it's even like the power of suggestion. Like, it works in your life. Like, if you start believing things are like, I'm a piece of shit, and then a couple weeks you'll be a piece of shit if that's what you tell yourself. You know, it's like it is weird. Like the power of so it's weird. You buy this testosterone thing, and like I said, when my point was like when you're younger, you get all excited about supplements, and like you know when I was a kid, like there was all the muscle and fitness magazines, and you'd buy them and you'd be like, I'm gonna fucking look like this guy, you know, like this guy looks fucking awesome, and you'd like look at the workouts in there, and then you would like buy some of the supplements. And it was weird, like, I don't know if the supplements actually worked or not, but when you'd get on them, you just felt so like, I'm doing something good for my body. And I think in turn, like, mentally, it would make you feel like you were doing something good for your body by taking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do think, like, there's probably a placebo effect is a big thing in a lot of those.
Yeah, and I mean, like Derek, he recently like released this new supplement, like, which I just by its name, like I like it sounds like the biggest scam ever. It's called Sigma. So
Well, I
so
like Derek.
basically-
What the fuck is he doing, bro? What are you doing?
So the thing is, like, it's supposed to be like a testosterone booster, but I feel like I feel like using a meme to like push your product is like one. I think it's kind of a marketing like genius tactic. But yeah, like the thing is, it's supposed to be like a natural testosterone booster.
What's the
apparently.
meme?
You know, do you not know about the Sigma meme? Sigma males, like the alpha male, Sigma male.
Oh, no shit.
So-
Let me look.
So basically, I mean, we have the betas and then we have the alphas, and then on top of the hierarchy, there's the Sigma.
So Sigma, the idea is like it's meant to be even more than alpha.
Yeah, exactly. So alpha
The
male is
Sigma's
like the,
even higher than the alpha.
Yeah, you know, like the typical alpha male is like the guy that, you know, walks into the room, like, you know, like he's very loud, he's very confident.
But
you
so
know.
alpha is basically the idea of not confident but insecurity. Like that's so like
I mean, not necessarily.
they're saying alpha in the sense of like the
Yeah, like
insecure or like
yeah, the
toxic
typical,
masculinity.
The typical like Chad, like, you know, that's basically the alpha, right?
okay,
But then
so
the Sigma, on the other hand, he's the Giga Chad. He's literally like the epitome of ultra masculinity, like
effortless
like
masculinity, not that loud
he looks 10 out of 10. He's an extremely good person. He's kind of quiet. When he walks into the room, he's the most dominant present in there.
Right, because confidence is
Even-
quiet.
Exactly. All the
Insecurity
alphas,
is
all
loud.
the alphas bow before him, and yeah.
And the Sigma, and it says he's popular, successful, highly independent, and self-reliant.
Yes, exactly.
Damn. Okay, so he's using this Sigma,
so
and
yeah,
there's
so
Sigma
it's-
memes.
Yeah, no, he basically.
Bro, the Sigma Male Bible, the
Yeah,
ultimate
exactly.
guide to the lone wolf. This
Yeah.
is, I'm such a badass, I'm a lone wolf, I'm a Sigma male. This is how you attract whoever you want, dude. You get the Sigma Male Bible.
Yeah, dude.
Definitely don't dress like we are right now, Jesus.
Yeah, or you can.
Or you can, because
I
we
mean-
look awesome.
You can dress like me and be Sigma.
I mean, dude, you look pretty dope.
Appreciate it, bro.
I look like I'm about to play bass in a fucking rock band, bro.
All right. Anyways, so what were we? I don't even know what we're talking about.
Well, we're talking about
So
you're talking about the Sigma, the Sigma thing
supplement.
from
Yeah. So Derek basically used
More Plates, More Dates. Derek.
Yeah, him and Andrew Huberman, like they released a supplement.
Wait, Andrew Huberman's behind this?
Yeah, they basically called it Sigma, saying that it's apparently like a natural testosterone booster.
Well, if Andrew Huberman's behind anything, dude, I'm fucking bought and sold.
Really?
So. Oh yeah, Huberman Lab podcast. I love that shit.
I don't know. After this product, I don't really trust him anymore.
You don't trust him after the Sigma thing?
Yeah,
he's just trying to.
really.
You think he's just trying to get that bag?
Because same thing. He said the same thing about testosterone, and like ectosterone as well. That it's apparently like a performance enhancer, but it's like.
But like he's like a fucking Harvard professor, dude. Like.
Yeah.
But he's just still trying to make money. You think?
Yeah.
Well, I will say this: Andrew Huberman Lab podcast is one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, like, imagine having him on your podcast one day.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, just like I don't know, like he just does such a good job about talking about like human beings and like all these things that when you listen to one of his podcasts, you'll like look around and be like, oh, like that. I've noticed that when you watch us like we're animals. Mm-hmm. Like, you notice all the shit he's talking about. And it's like, oh, like, we think we're, like, these advanced things. But, like, really, we're still just, like, these animals. Like, like, still beholden to, like, all of our instincts. And, you know what I mean? Like, he's done a lot of them on, like, mating rituals of humans. He did the one about, like, the effects of alcohol on the body. That's one I think everybody should listen to. Because it is not good.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you drink alcohol?
No, not really. Once in a while. I just think it's like when I was younger I did, and my body just feels a lot better without it, and I just don't think it's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
And I think it's like more harmful than people even know.
Yeah, definitely.
Like really harmful. And people do it like it's normal. I think we think it's normal in our society. And then actually people even judge people that don't do it. Like there's something wrong with them. And it's like, to me, I think the rest of society is more fucked up actually. Like they're all fucking like, they're like just all the monkeys like beating the other monkeys for trying to climb and get the fucking bananas, and they don't even know why they're beating the monkeys.
Yeah, imagine like, I mean, it's kind of a crazy world that we live in. It's like the guy who chooses not to drink and like chooses to like live a healthy lifestyle, go to the gym.
Well, they're a weirdo.
Yeah, they're a weirdo.
Yeah, totally. No, but I mean, I think it's just like most of human behavior is like we don't even know why we're doing it. We've never questioned it. It's literally just passed on, and like it's behavior that you've been taught. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like that monkey thing of like they beat up whoever goes to climb for the banana because they were getting shocked. But then eventually they rotate all the monkeys out, and none of them even know why they're beating the people up for climbing the ladder because they don't get shocked anymore. But they still do it because it's just tradition.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It's like, yeah. So no, I'm not into drinking. I think it's.
I mean,
if you want to do it, I'm kind of like pro do whatever you want, but I think it's really bad for your health, and I think it puts people in this like cycle of depression and anxiety, and and then they get in this cycle of depression and anxiety, and they feel like shit about themselves, and they hate their life, but they're not doing anything to change it, and then in order to feel even a little bit good, they drink a little bit more, and and it's like then they're like, I'm depressed, and it's like, well, have you tried not drinking and eating like shit?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you do that, you're going to feel like shit. You're going to be depressed. Like, what do you expect? It's like your body's like an input machine, dude. Like, if you put in shit, it's going to feel like shit.
Exactly, you're right.
Not to preach, but yeah.
No, I think you're right. Like,
and then here I do have this like Metallica fucking whiskey right here because I'm a huge Metallica fan, and I'm still going to try it. But it's like I said, I'm kind of like, I would just like to, basically I like to just know realities of anything, not pretend it's a certain way, it's all rainbows and like like, oh, drinking's good for you. It's like, no, it's not. But then if you still want to do it, like at least admit what it is, and then if you still want to do it.
Yeah,
because I'm like all for freedom. Same with like drugs and shit. Do what you want to do, But like, don't pretend it's one thing if it's not. You know, like.
Are you pro the legalization of drugs?
I think probably, yeah. I mean, I don't know about total legalization, but like I bet there's a lot of people in prison that probably don't need to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What do you
Yeah,
think?
I'm pretty new to the subject.
Yeah.
Like I mean, my instinct says like, oh no, like let's just ban all drugs. Like let's even ban alcohol. Like let's even ban weed. But at the
That
same
didn't
time,
work out very good.
but then at the same time, I'm like, no, like so many people are just gonna be in prison for like doing really, really like just.
But
really
what that
stupid
actually
reasons,
does
so,
too is it
yeah.
like it pushes things down because people are still gonna do them.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of like the drugs. Like drugs are illegal, so
Yeah.
now we have this terrible drug trade where it's like, you know, this huge business and it's also dangerous and people die.
the black
and, like,
market.
The black market, yeah. So like
Yeah.
whatever you make illegal, it's gonna push it underground.
Mhm.
It's kind of like the free speech thing. Like, oh, you can't say this or you can't do that. So what it does then it's like there's dangerous speech and then you push those people underground where they all congregate together and they become even more dangerous. That's
Yeah.
what banning speech does. You know what I mean?
I agree with you on that.
It's like, yeah, so it's like stop. You need to let these things come to the light so other people can like argue with them and they can actually figure something out. If you just say, oh, you can't say this, we're gonna ban all this online and ban this, like you're just gonna make those people more powerful and more dangerous and like look what they did with Trump. Like they talked about him nonstop and they basically made him win the presidency. You know what I mean?
The
Like,
crazy thing is, like, I think you're right, but at the same time, like, kind of, at the same time, not really, because remember at the end of his, like, presidential campaign, they kind of, like, they just kind of banned him from, like, every single social media platform.
well,
like,
that was like this time, right? They banned him.
Exactly.
But like,
that-
what about the time when he
like-
beat Hillary? He was on all over everything. Wasn't he?
Yeah. Thing is, no, it's just like it's crazy that like after that, after he got like banned from like every single social media company, he
You don't-
like
You think he's
don't hear-
disappeared, or did it
yeah,
make him
like
stronger?
literally, like he disappeared. Like it didn't
Right,
make
because
him
like if he's
stronger.
doing those, you know, like he's not tweeting, he's truthing now. And I don't think anybody takes those truths very
no.
serious, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe like the people that are super into him. But I guess to like the general masses, it's like it is like if you're not on a mainstream thing, it does take a
Exactly.
lot of power away from
Yeah,
you.
exactly. Like I literally have not heard about Trump in like the past year.
I have because like the news is always on and they still just constantly talk about him. It's
Really?
like all they talk about, yeah. Yeah, it's like I mean they have to. That's like how they make all their money is talking about Trump, but yeah, if you take somebody off the mainstream shit, it definitely does hurt them. You know, like I don't think anybody's taking Truth Social very serious. Like I don't know. I mean, maybe they should have started a better like I think people then perceive it as like super right wing. Instead of like, you know, like you're trying to start like an alternative to Twitter. So it's like the idea is like it's supposed to be free speech platform. So we're not going to, but it really just turns into like getting perceived as the right wing platform. You know what I mean? So then it's like, I don't know. I think, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I'm a free speech absolutist, but except in extreme cases, I don't know. But you're
then are you a free speech?
I mean, other than like, you know, like calling for harm against somebody, like stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I don't know, dude. But yeah, definitely. But you're from a different country, so what kind of perspective does that give you?
No, in my country there is no such thing as freedom of speech, no freedom of religion, no freedom of like expression. No, it's not like that.
So then when you come here, does that make you like really view this country in a different light? Like
No, I actually like exactly. No, it really does.
it makes
like,
you appreciate it.
No, it makes me
Yeah.
appreciate it much more.
Yeah, I would assume so.
But anyways, we don't have to get political on this podcast.
Well, that was my
This is a
fault.
lifting podcast.
It is?
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, so tell me about your training, Nick. How's your training been going the past month?
Mine? Oh, man. It's been going, like, really good, actually. I pretty much been doing my normal split that I got from Renovation Fitness. And so it's basically, like, every week it's kind of like set up where it's like a big back day that has my deadlifts on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day is like a big chest day, mainly chest day. And then the day after that is like a really heavy leg day. And then I go day off. And then it's kind of another back day, but with shoulders as well and delts.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day is kind of like hit chest a little bit and then an arm day. And then it's another rest day. So it's like, it's good, man. Like, I really enjoy it. And I don't know, this year I would say has probably been the best year lifting that I don't know.
You look your best this year, definitely.
Right. I feel like I've just really changed my, I don't know, just everything, like my ideas about a lot of stuff, and just like really understand like how much work actually is necessary. And I still have a long way to go. Like, I'm still not where I want to be, obviously.
So Nick, I know like you're focusing a lot on bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever given any thought to getting your like maybe big 3 lifts up? Like maybe training a little bit more of like a powerlifter?
Powerlifting.
So
yeah,
I'm thinking because like I feel like in like a couple months you can probably hit a 500-pound deadlift like easily.
I think you're right. I think I could. I
Yeah.
did like 425 the other day for like 6.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I could. I'd love to get my squat up to 405.
Mhm.
I had a power lifter in here, and yeah, I was talking to him. I'm like, man, I need to get, next time I bulk, I still want to stick with the bodybuilding thing for now, but yeah, there's definitely like this like passion for powerlifting that,
Yeah.
like,
so what's been like your all-time high on the bench, like your all-time best?
oh God, dude, I don't even know. It's not good.
Really?
No. I bet yours is better than mine, dude. What's yours?
I mean, I'm trying to go for like something around 300. But you know, like
But what, have you gotten that yet?
No. I've hit a 285 bench like almost like a year ago.
Okay, I think I've done 285 before for like 3.
Really? Okay.
Well,
No,
with these long ass arms, I've never. I would like to try to get my bench better, specifically like incline.
Really? Well, Nick, do you want to hear something sad?
What's that?
You know, we as lifters, we're always talking about like how we always aspire and try to hit new PRs every single workout.
Right. Definitely.
But one day is gonna come where you've hit your last
PR. Yeah, that's true. Every lifter says that, man.
That's really sad. Like I thought about this.
Well, that's
this
just
morning.
like part of life, though.
Yeah, you're gonna hit your last PR and you won't even know it.
But just think, dude. Like, how old are you right now?
23.
23. Your last PR is so far away that like you're totally fine, dude.
Yeah, exactly. But
know
at the
what I
same
mean?
time, knowing that there is a last PR, like
It's
kind of
sad, dude. Well, people do that with like, like moms when they have a baby or whatever. Like they say, like, you're picking up your little kid every day and you like hold them and shit.
Yeah.
Like you don't ever remember when that last moment was when you lifted them up and held them. And you set them back down, they run away and play, and then you lift them up the next day. And at one point, there's like that last day before they get too big where it's like, isn't that weird? Like you just never pick them up again like that.
Yeah, or like, like someone you love, like you never know, like that might be the last time
you see them. Yeah,
like,
that's heavy.
Yeah, that's really heavy.
That shit is, dude, for real. I mean, I still remember like, both my grandpas passed away and then my grandma recently, and I kind of remember like the last time I saw all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird, dude. Like, not to get too morbid. First we get too political.
And
Now we're just like getting
emotional.
like, bro, we smoked so much weed before this. Now we're just like getting sad up in here and shit. God damn, dude. But that's true, man. Like, like life. I mean, how long are you planning on living, dude?
I want to get to like 100 years old. That would be a PR for me.
I think 150, dude. You're 23. By the time you're older,
that doesn't even make any sense. I just said getting to 100 would be a PR for me. Every year I live is gonna be a PR for me. But no, I think that would be pretty sick if I can make it to 100.
But bro, I'm saying like by the time you're old,
Mm-hmm.
they'll have so much shit figured out. You're gonna live to like way longer than that.
Really?
I really
I don't
think
know.
so.
I don't think I'm. Maybe the generation like 10 years younger than me, maybe them, but I don't know about me, dude.
Why, dude?
I
You're
hope.
23. You don't think in like 20 years they're gonna have crazy shit? Look
I
at the
mean,
shit.
maybe in 60, hopefully, I don't know. But the thing is, I don't want to be the boomer who has his brain put into a robot and continues living.
Dude, I want to be the boomer who has his brain put into the sexy 20-year-old him and just
That's
stays
true.
20 forever and just like goes around and lifts and fucks.
Damn, you just.
You know what I'm saying? Like all of a
And
sudden
maybe that
you're
way-
25 forever. And so like the only way that you're going to die is like either some disease or you get hit by a bus cuz like they've basically solved aging.
Yeah, and
So
and
you take
will-
some
you-
shit, all of a
you will-
sudden you're 25 again.
and you will never have your last PR.
No, because if your body's 25 forever, bro, you could. I mean, then you get like you'd be so fucking huge. I mean, you would just look crazy. Be like Rich Piana, but like double him, bro. Like,
All natural.
but all natural because you've just gotten like 200 years of skill.
Exactly.
200
Me too.
years to grow.
Uh-huh.
Because like, what are the chances? So like, if you take natural death out of the equation, so you don't die from disease or age at all. So say they cure all disease and age. That means the only way that people are dying is by accident.
Yeah.
Like you walk out in the street when you shouldn't and you get hit
Yeah,
by a bus.
exactly.
Or like your wife kills you or you
Or
fall off a
there's
building.
nuclear war or something.
or there's a fucking war. That's the only way you die because
And maybe
nobody's...
by then they might have some sort of testosterone thing or something that will work.
Yeah, probably. Dude, I don't know. It's going to be crazy. I feel like even... What do you think about even like in 10 years how different shit's going to be? Like,
Not that different, dude. Like today is not that different than 10 years ago. Like in terms of like,
really?
I mean, like in the past 10 years, like, I mean, I guess we have made some pretty big like technological changes, but like, it's nothing like I expected it to be. Like, there's this game, it's called Call of Duty Black Ops 2. The game takes place in like the year 2025.
Yeah, no
And
shit.
like it's so different than like we're in 2022 right now. Like I cannot see
What
like,
was their idea of 2025
like,
compared
the,
to
the,
like...
the level of technology and like holograms and stuff like that. Like it's the world doesn't look anywhere like it's supposed to.
Like we thought it was gonna be Minority Report, like Tom Cruise, like they got those precogs, like figuring out when. Have you ever seen that movie? Like basically, it's like these things can predict when someone's gonna do a crime, so you get like arrested for the crime before the crime even existed. Like,
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
dude, yeah, I don't know, but you're right. It is kind of weird how little things have actually changed.
Yeah.
Like even if you go back to like the 80s, it's kind of like. I mean, obviously, I think the internet and, like, the power of social media and, like, that is probably the biggest change. But even in the 80s, you still had, like, the TV was doing all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, TV, I think it just kind of spread things out more.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like, it just spread out more. Like, so, like, in the 80s, you had, like, one thing on TV that everybody watched, so it was like this shared culture where like everybody knew like the Michael Jackson Thriller video. Now it's like everybody has little subgroups, like they're watching this video, they're watching this video, so it's like still like it's just like all kind of spread out between like little niche audiences, right?
Yeah.
Like hundreds of people are watching this right now. You know what I'm saying, dude? Just hundreds.
Is there?
No, there's like probably like one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
But
good.
I'm sure like at least 20 will watch it later, dude.
That's awesome.
It's like if I get a big star like you on here, man. I mean, what's your
Of
Instagram
course.
following up to these days? Like,
Oh man, I don't even know. I don't even count anymore.
yeah, it's too hard to count when it gets that big, bro.
when-
You
when-
probably
when
got
you-
people
when you blow up like me. Whew.
you probably got like sponsors just like
Yeah,
filling
just-
your fucking DM,
man.
and then the girls, I can't
The
imagine
MILFs, whew.
the milfs, dude. Like fucking, what
Man.
kind of milfs, dude? Just like them,
All of them.
all them gym milfs, or just
Yeah,
like,
no, all of them, bro. All
they're
of
just
them.
like, bro, I really.
They're like, what's your Cash App, bro?
They're like, I just want to cash app you, bro. Come over. They're like, come over later. They're like, man, I really like those highlights you got in your mullet. All I want is just a daddy with a mullet and some highlights, bro.
Yeah, so Nick, you told me a little bit about how like you started like the wrestling and then you started lifting and then lifting kind of inspired you to get serious into wrestling, right?
Right. So when I started lifting with my buddies in college, I realized like because I really was not an athlete in school, you know what I mean? Like I didn't understand that I actually have a lot of athletic ability. And it wasn't until I started wrestling, and that was like, in wrestling, it was like I said, it was like all these heroes that you grew up watching, and there was something about wanting to aspire to be as good or as great as them. And then that's like what that's like what pushed you to do it, you know? And then when I realized like I actually did have athletic ability, then I just kind of became an athlete. I would say by the year 2012, I was like really like pretty finely tuned in. Like I was like lifting a lot, but I was like doing a lot of high intensity stuff where I was like really lean at the same time. And that's when I had the championship belt. And I would say that was probably my best years of wrestling, was like around 2010 to 2012, 2013. And then I kind of like quit wrestling when I shouldn't have. You know, it was just like all the you feel like it's all this pressure that you're putting on yourself and none of it's real. You know, I had just had the belt for like 2 years, and you put all this like imaginary pressure on yourself when, you know, I mean, it's really, you're just like wrestling for this independent promotion, which they're amazing, but it's like, you know, I didn't need to put all that pressure on myself. And then you decide, oh, I'm going to retire. Like, so everybody that wrestles retires about 50 times. And then you like retire, and then before long you're like, man, I need to wrestle again. Because like you just like miss the adrenaline. You miss like the crowd. You miss like the attention. You miss, you know what I mean? Like there's like whatever that thing is that caused you to want to be an entertainer. And I think it's in most entertainers, it's like this need for like, whether it's like validation or just love or adoration from people, you know? And then also in wrestling, it's the adrenaline rush of like getting out there and doing these like physical things, you know, like it's almost like a euphoria because it's like a real fight, even though it's wrestling. You know, you're still getting all those like, all the adrenaline and all these like, well, just like lifting does. The endorphins and like, you know, when you hit a PR or something, man, it's like, I mean, how does lifting make you feel? Great, right?
Yeah.
Could you imagine your life without it? Without lifting? Or are you healthy? You could.
I mean, I probably, yeah, of course.
What do you think you'd be doing if you weren't lifting?
Probably some sort of combat sport or like just continue with soccer.
I could see you like getting into jiu-jitsu or something.
Yeah,
or like Muay Thai.
I would definitely do that.
If you ever want to get hooked up with some Muay Thai people, I know people with Team 3MA in Bellevue, and they're like, I think they're the best. I just, they seem like they have a really good school. And I don't know, maybe it's just because they're the ones that I know around here, but I know a lot of the people that work at T3MA, and they're just like really good people.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like I would say they're the people that come in the bar that I was like relate to the most, because people that do physical things like Muay Thai or like anything like that, they just have like it's because they do such a hard thing. They do a hard sport. So they're like so much more chill than like people that don't work out or don't do anything hard, because they're never chill. Like their whole life is like in a flurry if you don't have like the right beer that they wanted, because they're like so soft and weak, and like the world's coddled them to the point that they've never done anything hard or had anything bad happen to them. So they get offended by like everyday life things that should just be like not that big of a fucking deal. You know what I mean? So then you get these people that are like these kind of badass motherfuckers come in who are like, you know, people that do this very challenging, very physical sport every day. And you come in and you wait on them, and it's like, oh, you guys are like chill. You guys like are cool.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here? Like, what do you know what I mean? It's like, it blows your mind. Like, oh shit, you know? So I think I definitely, I think I like athletes, you know, people that do stuff that's hard. They just have a different outlook on life, you know?
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. So I was gonna ask you. So like, you think if so, what made you want to lift then? If it's not like something that you absolutely need to do, is probably Henry Cavill, right?
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill. Sorry,
Yeah,
Henry
so,
Cavill.
no, I mean, of course, of course.
Thing is, so I basically the way I found out about lifting was a video back when, like, I think it was in 2013 or so. I watched of this bodybuilder named Cali Muscle. I'm not sure if you ever like heard about him or not. It was this like huge freaking bodybuilder who kind of like he was one of the first people in like YouTube fitness.
Right.
And like this guy was a monster, and so I thought like lifting like made you look that huge. So
You told me the guy. What's the
yeah,
guy's name?
Cali Muscle.
Cali Muscle. Okay.
So like I never after that I never really liked lifting because I thought like lifting weights like will give you that sort of body.
So you
And-
thought lifting weights at all would make you look like you're on copious amounts of steroids?
Yeah, exactly. Like the thing is before that, like the basically the bodies that like I used to aspire to have like were like the Cristiano Ronaldo, like the really lean, so like with some amount of muscle, like the soccer players.
Mm-hmm.
That type of physique was like what I really aspired
Well,
to
who
have.
the fuck would not want to look like? Well, how do you say it?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo, dude. Like
Yeah.
that guy's like GQ. Like every guy would want to look like him.
Exactly. So
like
I thought,
why the
I
fuck
thought,
would you
like,
not
know,
want?
like if you lift, you're gonna look like Cali Muscle, and like.
So you
you-
thought I think
if you
so
do
like
other-
soccer is the way I'm
soccer,
gonna look like.
you know, doing like push-ups and stuff like that. That's how you get like the Cristiano Ronaldo look. But then like later I watched this movie like it's called Man of Steel. Like I watched it like a couple of years later than it actually came out.
That was the Henry
Yeah.
Cavill Superman.
Yeah, that
right?
was that. There's this famous scene that Henry Cavill's like stealing these clothes.
He's like this shirtless.
So he's all
scene that
shirtless
I'm
and he
like,
looks
oh my
just
God,
fucking
like,
jacked. He's got like
really
hairy ass chest.
yeah that really like kind of inspired me to like.
But he looks
start,
natural.
like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I think Henry Cavill is like one of the few natural
I would say
actors.
shout out to him. I think he's pretty natural. I think
Yeah.
obviously Robert Pattinson in the new Batman stayed natural.
yeah.
And I mean, honestly, I love that movie.
Like Paul Rudd, he was also natural for
Paul
Ant-Man.
Rudd's natural. I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Do you think Chris Evans is natural?
I don't think he is. No.
Chris Evans. The thing is,
For Henry Cavill, what basically
I'm not
what-
even sure Henry Cavill's totally
the thing
natural.
is,
dude.
the thing is, like for Henry Cavill, he definitely has a naturally obtaining physique, but what basically, like, makes me not trust the fact that he's natural, is how quickly it took for him to like get into the Man of Steel shape. Like the thing is, he was much smaller like in this movie in 2011 called Immortals, but then in like 2 years, he just kind of blew up. Like the thing is like
2 years is you can do a lot, but yeah, I mean,
the thing is like he looked completely different. Like and it wasn't like newbie gains either.
no,
and
no,
the-
he's older too. Like he
Yeah,
can't just.
I mean no, he wasn't older. Like I mean he was probably like early 30s when he started like Man of Steel.
which is a great time for
Yeah,
lifting.
exactly.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, it took him such little amount of time to put such insane amount of like, not insane,
Right, like remember
but
Christian
like
Bale
a
in the
lot
first
of mass.
Batman?
Yeah,
First, or Batman Begins, Christian Bale, and like right before that, he was in that movie The Machinist.
Yeah, he
where
the
he like got
scrawny-
down to
yeah.
115 pounds or something insane, like he almost died. Where he was like
Yeah.
eating an apple and a cup of coffee a day, and he was playing this guy with like paranoia.
yeah.
And then like a few months later, he's like bulked up, like, and he got too big to play Batman. I remember like they were talking about that Christian Bale, like whoever, I think it was like the director, Christopher Nolan was like, bro, you need to, that's too big.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, I need you to get big for this movie, and then he did, and Christian Bale like got like too big.
Like I don't understand how like Hollywood actors do that, where they get too big. Like it's like
Well, they are, a lot of them are genetically gifted for starters. But like Henry Cavill, I don't know, like he's pretty fucking big in The Witcher.
Yeah. The thing is, like, in The Witcher, like, he's already been lifting for, like, almost...
what like 8 years or
Like
so?
he's already big because
Yeah.
so you're talking about this other movie, he was smaller in it, and then he got really big for Man of Steel, and that was the time that you made your question.
but the thing is, he's literally like the same size he was in Man of Steel. Like in, if not even like.
Right, so that's more believable that he's natural.
Basically he's natural. But at the same time, what makes it a little bit suspicious is like how quickly he.
Right.
Just
so like
blew
even
up.
with the best trainers, who knows, man? I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah.
I mean, I think everybody knows what actors do.
And it's like, you know.
They say their prayers and eat their vitamins, brother.
Yeah, vitamin S.
Say your prayers and eat your vitamins, brother. That was like the Hulk Hogan thing back in the day. You know, like, he'd be like, say your prayers and eat your vitamins and you'll grow up to be big and strong like me.
But yeah, like some, like, and the thing is, like, you know, a lot of people are like, dude, why do you even care if someone is on steroids or not? Like the thing is, like, like it's understandable if, like,
well, I don't think you care. You just think it's healthy, not healthy.
Like, yeah, like the thing is, like, for example, like Henry Cavill, like the thing is, if he is playing Superman, like the thing is, like even if he did steroids, like it's not something like I would judge him. Like it's like he's literally supposed to look like an alien. Well, it makes
sense that Superman, like a mere human, should have to take some kind of supplement. To play Superman. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, for some of the other ones, or even like Thor, actually, it kind of makes sense. He's playing a god.
The thing, Thor, like the actor Chris Hemsworth, he's been selling this like center fit app on like. He's selling like fitness programs and like stuff like that are like just horrible. They don't work for natural lifters. So you think it's a little bit of a... Like he is literally using his body to like basically profit from that app.
And it's not even a good app. And it's giving people unrealistic expectations, you think, because of his use of maybe performance enhancing drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Testosterone.
It's probably just testosterone, bro.
Yeah,
I think
it is.
Derek from More Plates, More Dates. What do you think? Henry Cavill's just on Turk, bro.
Yeah.
That's like all he does.
Maybe he's been taking some Sigma.
Probably the new product from Andrew Huberman Labs podcast. Shout out to Andrew Huberman. I love Andrew Huberman, dude. Fuck, I need to look into that, but just like, I swear to God, I feel like everybody should listen to that one about alcohol. Like, I don't want to preach. Like I said, I want everybody to do whatever they want. I believe in freedom, but God damn, drinking is bad for you. It's so bad for your health.
Yeah, that's why gotta tell people, stay natty, bros.
That's why you only drink White Claws, right, bro?
No, I say all natty, bro.
No, I only drink White Claws like by the fucking just like gallon, bro. I mean, if you want to look like Henry Cavill,
can't be drinking.
You gotta drink nothing but White Claw, bro. That's how he does it. It's just straight up White Claws every day. Slim Jims, White Claws. Fucking, he probably does stuff with Liver King. Just like eating pure liver and shit.
Gross, man. That guy.
Dude, I've heard liver's actually really good though. Like I've actually heard liver and onions is really good.
Like taste-wise?
If it's cooked right.
Taste-wise or like good for you?
No, I mean, it's definitely good for you. I don't know much about the Liver King, dude. I do know, like, eating certain organ meats, there's definitely health benefits, right?
The thing is...
He's overplaying it, probably.
Like, liver is, like, a little bit... It's kind of dangerous to eat it.
It's like a fatty tissue.
No, not necessarily. I mean, it kind of is. The thing is, like, not only is it gross to eat it fucking raw... But at the same time, like, you can get hypervitamin A oocysts or vitamin.
And just so people know, you have a background in medical.
Yeah, so basically you can get too much vitamin A, which can be toxic to your body, and you can get like bad side effects, or I'm not sure if it can actually have like dangerous.
Maybe if you eat too much of it.
Yeah, no. Like, I mean, sure. I mean, like pregnant women, for example, they're not allowed to eat liver.
Really?
Like, yeah, so, because it can cause certain birth
There's
defects.
other things with, like, being pregnant, like, you're not supposed to be around cat litter and shit like that.
I'm not sure about that.
Right, isn't that a thing? Should I look it up?
Sure.
Let's see.
And, Nick, how long do you plan on going for?
We can go, like, whenever you're ready, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's do another 5 minutes.
Can pregnant women be around cat litter? No, they can't. Let's see. Let's look up cat litter. Or let's look up pregnant around or eating liver.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't eat liver or liver products such as liver sausage or pate while you're pregnant. If you're trying for a baby, liver contains very high levels of retinol,
Yeah,
which is the type of vitamin A. So that's what you're talking about. So it's this
Yeah.
vitamin A. It's like
It's
too
the
much.
fully formed vitamin A.
Wow. So I never knew that. Yeah, man. Well, we went about in almost an hour and a half. So yeah, we can wrap this up soon. Is there
Yeah.
anything you want to talk about going forward? Like, what are your plans for lifting in the near future? And yeah, I'd like to have you come back on again sometime, dude.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's been a freaking blast. Thank you so much for having me. Well, the thing
Shout
is,
out to all your sponsors, bro. Shout out
my
to your
future-
millions and
yeah,
millions of fans.
Yeah. The thing is, I personally, after like I hit hopefully I'm gonna try to set a new PR for myself on the bench, and
Yeah.
then I'm gonna do a mini cut, maybe like cut down for about 3 weeks.
Dude, that's exciting.
Just you know, like
You be
thing
taking
is-
some shots on the diving
thing is,
board.
like when you really, I mean, if in 3 weeks you can't really lose that much weight.
But it's just to reset the system
Yeah,
a little
exactly.
bit.
Like the thing is, like I kind of like, you know, when you get to a point in your bulk when like you look in the mirror and you're like no longer happy with what you see, so it's like.
Well, and
and
also
then-
I think
and then you
hormones.
kind of- Yeah, I mean,
There's
yeah,
like
it's
that. There's that
yeah.
window between a certain percentage and a certain percentage
Yeah.
where your body's happy to gain muscle.
Yeah.
And if you get too far over it with like fat or like spilling over, basically.
That's actually a thing. Like the thing is like cutting down to like a healthier body fat percentage.
It's gonna
it
help
actually,
your hormones.
Yeah, definitely. It helps with like how your body processes insulin for like building muscle
Yes.
tissue. So
Right.
it definitely helps with that.
Well,
but yeah, so
your body will get more resistant to insulin. Yeah. If
kind of
if
yeah.
you're eating too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
so.
is how people get type 2 diabetes. Like,
Hmm.
but yeah, man. All right. Well, like I said, use code JACKED if you want to buy some shit. Help out my buddy Jack Santini. Buy some shit from Young LA. I don't know, dude. Shout out to Body Shop Fitness. I love that place. Shout out to Eastside Gym, our boy Lonnie. That's where we both lift. And shout out to Renovation Fitness. Thanks everybody for listening. And dude, I'm excited for you in the next. I've been watching a lot of your stuff on Instagram, and I think you have a really positive thing going
I appreciate
with
it,
being
man.
a natural athlete, being really focused around stuff that actually scientifically works.
Thank you.
Like powerlifting and kind of no nonsense, no BS. You're very serious about things, like you tell the truth about supplements. Like I think that's good in this kind of industry to have somebody that's like realistic like that. And because you know, people can get caught up in a lot of the bullshit. So I appreciate you, buddy. All right, man.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. And someday I'm gonna get down to the bottom of it though, because dude, are you really natty?
All right, we'll save that for the next episode.
Okay, man. All right, guys. Thank you all for listening. We'll see you next time on the podcast. All right. Good night, everyone.